And do you have a group of people that you kind of rely on as far as, helping you talk through your deals, or is it kind of just yourself? How do you have that?
Well, I'm not good with numbers. That is part of the dyslexia. I'm not good with numbers. So for me, not to involve people would be pretty stupid, really. I think everyone needs to recognise what they are good at and what they're not good at. And for the things that they're not good at, they need to get someone who is good at it. And it's hard sometimes. Yes, I could do almost anything. I've rewired houses, I've replumbed houses, I've decorated, done it all. But is that best use of my time? And am I fully equipped to see the pitfalls in things that I do? No, when it comes to numbers, I absolutely, I'll reverse numbers and come out with the answer I wanted, that this is the best deal in the world. And then, So, no, I have a trusted team of people around me who know what my weak points are, and they fill in for me and make sure that I don't make mistakes. And it is. My grandmother always used to have this picture of Jesus above her bed, and I never understood what it meant as a child, but it said, "Unto thine own self be true." And as I grew older, I thought, that's absolutely spot on. You've got to be truthful about what you are good at, what you're not so good at, and get help. And don't be sorry to say, "I'm no good at this." It's a blind spot. I'm sorry, but I am good at this. So it's not a complete disaster.
Oh, Nick, that's such a lovely thing to say. And Alison has said, thank you for talking about dyslexia. My son she loves D for determination, and she will be replaying this for him. So I absolutely love that. And also, I'm totally with you in knowing, and I've been on a kind of a mindset journey, and knowing that where your weaknesses are. And I absolutely love, so I don't know if you've done it, but understanding like your wealth dynamics, your talent dynamics, and you're only one small part of a much bigger picture, and you're never going to be able to do anything. And I know a lot of us with small businesses, don't we? It's like, oh, we've got to try and do everything, but inherently there are ways. And that's where you've said with creativity, whether it's having a JV partner, where it's having a chat like this with friends, where you can talk through things to help you get that. And I know when people say, oh, I can't do that, it's like, it doesn't matter. Find somebody who can do what you want, but they're strong where you're weak, and join forces. And it can be incredibly powerful.
It sucks a lot at you when you're doing something that you're not particularly good at, and you get bogged down in the detail, and you miss out on big opportunities. The next big deal passes you by because you're trying ever so hard to be the all singing, all dancing. It's okay not to be perfect. I realised that at a very young age, but it's not okay to ignore the talents that you've got. So concentrate on those and let the rest of the world deal with the other stuff for you. Have a good accountant around you, and my son was trying to get into property, and of course you don't want to work with your dad. That would be the worst thing in the world. And I said, well, no disrespect to you, son, but you're only a kid, and although you're highly intelligent, I think that you need to have someone around you, what is generally called a key person of influence, somebody that you can work with and you benefit from their knowledge and from the kudos they have when you say, oh yes, I work closely with so-and-so. I think that's really important when you first get started. And I know some of the biggest names out there in books talk about a key person of influence and how that's a cool way to kind of get the kudos that you'll get ultimately, but you perhaps don't have when you're just starting out on your journey. Align yourself with the experience that you haven't yet got.
That's an amazing piece of advice there. Is there anyone sort of that you could give an example of, or somebody that, somebody's thinking, oh, I really need that, and we're going to jump, into the detail and the nitty gritty of your service accommodation journey. But, you know, where could somebody look if they're just sort of starting out? Where would you recommend, and who might they look for?
Well, you know as well as I do, your net worth is your network, and it's through networking and being personable. And even in networking, sometimes you're not the most personable person in the world. You get someone else to do it for you, potentially. That book, Who, Not How.
Oh, I love it.
That's a fantastic book, but the guy didn't write it himself. He got somebody else to write it. I mean, that's the ultimate, really, isn't it? You get someone to write a book because you haven't got the time or the skill to do it.